Content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness.
Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat. If you want space, I hope you take your helmet off soon as you get up to Venus and choke. I'm on a mission, won't hang by a rope, so seeing the vision won't follow the trope. Common in mind, I could raise my power level. People sleeping on me, now they woke.
Yo, what is going on, world? My name is Kemi with Kemi Loki TV. Listen, man, I'm not too big and I'm not too little. Just don't underestimate your boy, Big Chicken, cause I can. What's going on?
Steve. Chilling like a villain.
Yo. Freaky Friday. What's happening, people?
What's going on with y'all? All right, so y'all know I gotta start with a question. Let me ask
I
y'all
love
the
the questions.
They say all publicity is good publicity. Is some publicity worth it? You said not true? What about you,
Not
Chicken?
true not true at all.
I'm sorry, what was that question?
All publicity is good publicity.
I don't know. I don't get it. Let me just watch the video.
Yeah, well, let me just say this. Some things you don't want to be known for. You get what I'm saying?
All publicity isn't good publicity.
Bingo. A lot of these handicap influencers are coming up, and it's like this is what you're going to be known for. Like all those people that are dating Shamar. You're going to be known for hooking up with a handicapped person. This is what clout is a drug and people will do anything for it. They will sell their mother's soul for it. And I'm just not built like that. So, no, I don't believe that all publicity is good publicity.
Hell to the no. I don't either. No,
we're on the same page when it comes to that. All right, so with that being said, let's check out Boosie and Kanye West. They've been going at it, man. So Kanye West have a song. He was talking about he had sex with his cousin.
He was sucking his cousin thing till he was 14. Me and Chicken was actually together when Kanye dropped the song and we listened to it. And it was just like the production sucks, but the chorus does kind of get stuck in your head. But I digress.
So shout out to Mushrooms because that got me through that.
All right, so let's check out Kanye West. He responded to Boosie. Let's check out the video so we can react on it.
Don't want niggas run up and try to unalive us.
Nah, Drake, it's no smoke.
Nigga, it's smoke, whatever, nigga. It's whatever, nigga. No, nigga, whatever. Nigga, I want to see my mama, nigga. It's forever, nigga. Shot Southside, nigga. Whatever, nigga. I want to take this shit. I don't hear none of that. Don't never listen to put them two words together in this crib ever again, nigga. Is a Godfather ain't over God, nigga?
True.
All right, so back to the thing with I know that nigga smell poor. I never met him. That nigga smells poor. You know, that nigga is poor. What smell?
Yeah, Boosie gotta stop talking.
But dude, they took a piece of shit, made him talk.
Oh man,
he talking shit. But by the way,
yo.
Damn. All right, Leah, like I said, it's all publicity is good publicity.
Nah.
I couldn't hear what he was saying. What did he do?
So pretty much he said Boosie smelled poor because, like I said, he's the one that put the whatever he put out there saying that he sucked his cousin P.
Yeah. We don't have to disclose
Boosie
that part.
Said he felt sorry for Kanye West. And Kanye West wasn't having it.
Yeah, I think with Boosie, it's like, okay, if Kanye would have just went on this rant without Boosie saying anything, I would have been like, okay, that's kind of fucked up. But Boosie, why are you always commenting on the fucking gays? Anything that remotely reminds him of some gay-ass fucking shit, here comes Boosie's badass commenting on it. And a lot of times, like, with Boosie, I don't want to feel like he's going outside because he is definitely on my Mount Rushmore, but just shut up. Like, everything doesn't need a comment on it. You have an amazing legacy. Don't tarnish your legacy by being that guy that's always sticking his nose where it doesn't belong, just randomly sprouting out crazy shit, because now you're opening up yourselves to people to respond, just like Kanye. And I do know that, like, A lot of people's pocketbooks aren't touching Kanye's. So it's like when you speak on certain situations, especially with people in power, you put yourself in position to get rebuttal.
I agree. I agree with you on
Facts.
that. I agree.
Facts. Well said.
I definitely agree. And Boosie respond. He said, "Wow, I smell like. Never mind. Your mouth smell like a ham cheese." Yeah, I think. Yeah, all publicity is not good publicity, man. Shout out to them boys, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to Kanye West. All right, so let's go to the next story, the next one. And yeah, I know I gotta start with a question. Let me ask y'all. Let's say you have a multi-million-dollar mansion, but you can't live in it. And come to find out, there's a squatter that's been living there for months. What would you do in that case? What would you do?
Why can't I live in it?
Because you can't pay for it.
Oh,
Can't
but
afford it.
somebody's living there.
Yes.
Bitch, we both swatting.
For
What's
free.
up?
A squatter.
We both
Oh, yeah,
swatting. What's
facts.
up? We both
That's what's going
swatting.
on.
You a
Hey,
swatter, I'm a
I didn't.
swatter too. Everybody
I didn't.
swat, baby.
I did not expect that answer.
Yes. We the SWAT team.
Hey. All right. So what about you, Chicken? What would you do?
Yeah, I'm getting the same bed that I've been in since this person is stealing. I'm just
Oh
gonna go
man.
right where I've been. This is normal until these hoes come and knock us down or foreclosure it.
We got SWAT laws in place to protect us.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
with that being said, let's check out this story so we can react on it.
It's about a man who figured out how to live in a multi-million-dollar mansion for free. Didn't pay a dime, just walk
look
in
like
and
Florida.
squatted. And so far, some upset neighbors haven't been able to do anything about it. ABC's Ron Claiborne has the details.
It's a magnificent mansion in a Tony neighborhood in upscale Boca Raton, Florida,
Yes,
worth
Florida.
$2.5 million. But the guy living there these days is paying nothing. He's squatting. And at least for now, no one can legally get him out. His name is Andre Barbosa, a 23-year-old native of Brazil, seen here on his Facebook page. Barbosa
what's
moved
wrong?
in last September after the last owner, unable to keep up with the mortgage payments, moved out.
There's been so many foreclosures that there's been a loss of control of property.
Incredibly, the squatter filed legal papers citing adverse possession, an obscure 19th century state law that allows someone to claim an empty property by occupying it for 7 years. Barbosa, whose nickname is Loki after the Norse god of mischief, posted this no trespassing notice. Barbosa's new, neighbors aren't at all amused.
Nobody's happy. We all spent a lot of money to live on this street.
Adverse possession is legal in all 50 states. Kenneth Robinson lived in this $300,000 home in Texas for free for 8 months before he was finally ousted. In the Florida case, Bank of America tells ABC News, "We have filed the appropriate and immediate legal action to have this trespasser removed from the property. In the meantime, this mischievous master of this mansion lives on."
It's about a man who figured out how to live in a multi-million-dollar.
I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. And
No,
it's
he's
not the
using
owner of
the
the house
law
that's
against
pissed.
the
It's my-
law. He's using
Yeah.
the law against the law.
He's within the rights. He's within his rights as it pertains to the law. And it wasn't the owner worried about it. It's my nosy ass fucking neighbors. Bitch, you're mad that I'm posted up on the same block as you and I'm not having to divvy up some fucking coins. Let that man live.
He did it the right way. He waited.
He did it the right
did
way.
It the right way.
Wow.
Let that man live.
That is insane. What would you do? Let us know in the comment section, man. What would you do in that case?
Okay, so let us know in the comment section. Would you be as bothered if you was one of the neighbors? I wouldn't give a fuck. Just don't bring your ass over here thinking you're gonna be swatting.
Exactly.
You can squat over there. That ain't none of my shit. That's none of my business.
All right, let's go to the next story. The next question. What would you do if you see your parents got into a deadly fight? Would you separate the fight or would you risk your freedom? What would you do in that case?
With each other?
No.
Oh,
with
bitch,
somebody else.
Bitch, you can't even yell at my mom. Like, the fuck? No, we're not even doing this. I'm risking it all. Yes.
What happened?
What about you, Chicken?
Let me hear the question.
What would you do if one of your parents got into a deadly fight with somebody else? would you risk your freedom, or
of course,
would you separate the fight?
What do you mean separate? It's deadly. It's like I'm already thinking the worst. Like I'm going to fucking jail or I'm dying on this fucking line for her. The fuck?
All right.
If it's
So
my
with that,
mom online.
all right. With that being said,
I don't know
let's
about
check out.
David. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Yeah, let's check out this story so we can react on that.
Did y'all hear about the 6-year-old that killed a cop in Michigan? Don't worry about it. 38-year-old Denise Williams and her 6-year-old daughter Aaliyah went to Walmart to buy a TV. As they're leaving, the receipt flies out of Denise's bag. She doesn't realize it till she gets to the door. Trevor, the Walmart employee, stopped her, asked for proof of purchase. She realized it was missing. She flags down the cashier that had just processed the transaction. Cashier confirms it, but he is insisting that she cannot leave without a receipt. She's frustrated and determined not to cause a scene. Denise proceeded to her car and waved down a man in the parking lot to ask for help to load the TV into her car. As they're doing that, Officer Lindsay Carter pulls up. She has a reputation of being overly zealous. She exited the vehicle with her hand already resting on the holster gun. Trevor called the police, claiming that she had stolen the TV and assaulted him on her way out. Officer Carter immediately confronted Denise, accusing her of theft and demanding that she put her hands behind her back. Denise, caught off guard, tried to confirm it with the cashier, but Carter's tone grew increasingly aggressive. When Denise hesitated to comply with being handcuffed, pleading that she'd done nothing wrong, Officer Carter grabbed Denise by the arm, struck her in the ribs, and forced her to the ground, placing her in a chokehold as Denise gasped for air. Aaliyah, still seated in the SUV, watched in horror as her mother struggled. Panicking, she remembered the firearm her mother kept in the glove compartment for protection, a weapon Denise had taught her to handle safely. Acting out of fear and desperation, Aaliyah retrieved the gun, stepped out of the SUV, pointed it at Officer Carter, screaming for her to stop. When Carter turned toward Aaliyah and appeared to reach for her own weapon, Aaliyah fired a single precise shot, striking the officer in the eye. Carter collapsed to the ground dead. Aaliyah immediately dropped the gun and rushed to her mother's side, sobbing and begging for her to wake up. As Denise is regaining consciousness, more officers arriving on the scene. They are both taken into custody, but after thorough investigation, they were cleared of any wrongdoing. They also watched the footage of her buying the TV. And Aaliyah is basically deemed a hero, is justifiable as she acted in defense of her mother's life.
Bingo. Bingo. I didn't know where this story was going. I did not know, but
I ain't even gonna cap, yo. I said she stole the TV because I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I was just like, fuck, this is all gonna happen because of the wrong case of identity type shit. For real. Like that's the first thing I thought was, did she steal the TV? Oh, she stole the TV.
No, they said
and then I'm like,
she purchased the TV and
she
dropped the receipt.
Yeah.
And it's illegal. You don't have to show them people at the door anything. And those big ass motherfuckers that be at that motherfucking door don't be having nothing else to fucking do. And this is the only thing they have control over. And so they be going above and beyond. And that law, that officer, let this be a lesson. You don't come into a situation unless you have all the fucking details, and you don't come into a situation handling people when you don't know what's going on, especially when an attendant out of the Walmart calls and accuses somebody of something. Bitch, you're at a fucking Walmart. You hold no credit fucking ability.
Exactly. But then again, bro, like the lady, the officer, you lose your life for no reason.
For some bullshit because you want to be super
She lost her life because she was probably racial profiling and
bingo.
Everything
You should have
else.
When you get on the scene of a crime, the officer's job is to take control of the situation and the common situation.
No, she was already at the Walmart. She wasn't on the she didn't
pull
up.
She was already at the Walmart.
Yeah, she was already around.
Basically,
that's crazy.
She just known
just
for
because
being
somebody
hot
said
and
they stole
heavy.
something, let me go speak to this lady. What happened? And this could have all been resolved if y'all would have just rolled the cameras back. Now, ain't no telling where you gonna lift up your fucking eyes. And you did because you wanted to be big loud.
A hero. But then again, the whole situation could have been avoided. It's just
bingo. But the little girl did what she was supposed to do. Let me protect my mother. You get what I'm saying? And it ain't just so happened that the bitch shot her in the fucking eye. This. God gave you a one shot. God gave you a one shot.
But then again, this little girl, she messed up for life now.
How I thought they said no charges was filed and they let go the mother and the daughter after reviewing the footage.
Yes,
but just psychologically.
Exactly. You killed somebody. You're a little girl.
Nah, I don't
6 years
see.
old.
I don't. Here's the thing, too, and I'm not sure how people think, but in a situation like that, yeah, you got blood on your hands, but I did the right thing, and I'm a child, so I'm
Yeah.
good. You get what I'm saying? You shouldn't have played it like that. She did what she was supposed to do, and I've just prayed. Like, I'm not knocking law enforcement, and I'm not saying this was a good thing, but this is just another case on why you should handle situations with caution and get all the information before you jump out the car trying to swing your cock around.
Why
Yeah,
they put
I
the little
agree.
Why they put the little girl against the fucking wall like that? It almost had me thinking something happened.
Being,
Yeah,
I
but
was
then
like,
again,
I hope the girl don't get no time because it was not her fault. And she used necessary force. And she did it the right way too. She screamed for the lady to stop as I'm pointing the gun.
yeah,
So
get off
there's
my
a
mama.
bingo. So there is, before you shoot anybody, you're supposed to tell them, like, stop what you're doing or I will shoot.
Yes.
There is a way to get off with murder, especially in the state of fucking Florida. And luckily, the universe was with this young child to the point where she followed all the steps, probably unknowingly.
Unknowingly,
And
yeah,
now
of
they're
course.
good to go. And I think she should definitely get compensated for this. I genuinely do. And I hope she is. No, seriously,
You're
because this
right. Hey,
has.
cause
I don't think the killing of the cop was traumatic. I think the seeing my mother handled is the traumatic part, and if she's being handled for no fucking reason, oh, Govey, it's time to pay the fuck up. It's time to pay the piper, and guess who's piping the pipe tonight? It's me, mama. So Govey, run this little girl a check.
yeah, everything you said, you right, but one thing for sure, I know for a fact, even though, like I said, the little girl, she did the right thing in our eyes, at least. I know the family, the lady's family, you know, they're not gonna see it that way. The officer's family, they're not gonna see it that way.
Yeah,
Which,
people's definition of justified is different than others.
So,
yes,
can't.
which
does
they
the
right
ladies,
too.
and see, a lot of times we have to take self out of the equation. If the lady is giving, if the family is giving the same amount of information that we got, I might feel sad that my person is gone. You get what I'm saying? I might be extremely sad that this person lost their life. But if I have the same exact information that they gave on this news about this situation, I can't think the little girl was wrong. I cannot think that if I'm giving the same information that we were just given, that girl was not wrong. The officer was in the wrong. And you'll never win when you're playing dirty. And then you're known around town for being an aggressive motherfucker.
Yeah.
You reap what you sow, baby. You reap what
There
you
you
sow.
go.
You
You
put it
nailed it.
out there, you're going to get it back. And there's no telling how karma's going to come get a bitch.
Facts. You die by a little child.
Bingo. By the innocent. And God protect kids and fools, baby. A kid took you on up and through there. So there's no telling what karma law this person was balancing the scales of justice. There's no telling what you did in your past to bring this to you in your story.
And then you know what's crazy? Because I speaking on karma, bro. Sometimes you can do like 40 bullshit, and then it takes one half of stuff that you did, and then boom, everything just fall on you.
And that's why you got to watch what you put out there and how you put it out there. And that's why a lot of times, regardless of how things might seem, if you know you're doing the right thing, you're good. If you are fair, if you're not doing anything crazy, you're good. But mama knew she was dead ass wrong, and the city know you was dead ass wrong because this is what you're known for, being all aggressive, girl. You probably have never had, and again, just like the Walmart attendee who has never had any control of anything in their life but a fucking receipt. Sometimes these police officers get a badge just so they can feel like they're in control of something.
Facts. I agree, man. But anyways, Big Chicken, anything else, Big Chicken? Let us know in the comment section, man. Let us know.
Yes, let us know what you think, if you agree or disagree.
What would you do if your parent got into a fight? What would you do in that case? Let us know. Anyways, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Big Chicken, because I can't. Y'all the goats, man. Y'all the goats.
Good night.
I appreciate y'all. Yes, sir.
See you guys later.
We're lit.
Bye.